Hey there, you guys. This is Dragon Ball and Cartoon Fan 2004 here, and there's some Shrek spoof related news that I want to share you guys about. Okay, so first of all, about part two of my new Shadow 1 Shrek 1 movie spoof project. Okay, so just so you guys know, like the pictures and clips are like already more than halfway done for this next part of my new Shadow 1 Shrek 1 movie spoof project, and yeah, this next part will be out soon. I don't know when exactly it will be out, but it'll be out soon, guys. Pretty soon. I'm like probably this upcoming week. Who knows? Yeah, I'd say it will depend on how lazy I'll be, but yeah, this next part will be out soon, guys. It'll be out at some point in the future, and I do have some added dialogue ideas I do have some added dialogue ideas that I've done for this next part of my new Shadow One project too. And yeah, I think you guys will really like these added dialogue ideas that I came up with in my head for this next part. But I'm not gonna spoil them for you. I mean, sure, there might be certain added dialogue ideas for my new Shadow Shrek series that I will spoil to you guys about beforehand because I can imagine me being too excited to let you guys know about those added dialogue ideas. But as for the added dialogue ideas for part two of Shadow One, no, I'd rather just wait until this next part comes out, which will probably be this upcoming week. I will continue to work on it more, and yeah, it will probably be out this upcoming week. If it doesn't come out that upcoming week, then maybe the week after that, or who knows, who knows. I don't want to rush my Shadow One project out too much, but I do want to work on it pretty frequently and whatnot. Maybe like get at least like a few clips and or pictures ready for the next part of the day or something. But of course, I don't want to rush my Shadow Shrek series out too much. I do want to make sure I take my time with this project, make sure the shots are varied as usual, make sure the syncing's good, make sure all that stuff's good, and yeah, this should be a fun ride. This should be a fun ride. I do want to continue my journey through my new Shadow Shrek duology and whatnot. And yeah, this should be a fun ride. And again, I'll continue to work on part two, which will probably be out next week, depending on how lazy I'll be. But yeah, apart from that though, some cool Shrek spoof news, and this isn't with my project, any of my Shrek spoof projects, but this is with Mr. Bean Fan Disney 2005's upcoming Duncan Shrek project, which he'll have Duncan from Total Drama be Shrek, which I really like that casting choice. I do agree that Duncan from Total Drama is one of the best casting choices for Shrek, and he's definitely the best casting choice for Shrek when it comes to Total Drama characters. And yeah, next morning, this morning, yeah, in the morning at 8 a.m. he'll be premiering a trailer video for this new project of his, and yeah, I think that'll be cool. That'll be cool, and a link to Mr. Bean Fan and that premiere and that trailer video will be in the description below as well. And yeah, I am looking forward to that trailer video of his along with his upcoming Duncan Shrek project, especially since I think Duncan makes a great casting choice for Shrek. And yeah, if Mr. Bean Fan would want me to do a video of me doing a reaction video to it, or maybe at least maybe a video of me doing my sharing my thoughts on it, then yeah, I guess I could. Then yeah, I guess I could do a video like that. Even though I usually when I do reaction videos to this guy, it's with his cast videos, and I just watch the cast video while the video is muted to prevent copyright and stuff. But yeah. The Duncan Shrek trailer video is coming out this is coming out tomorrow morning, even though, well, technically it's not tomorrow morning since I'm recording this after midnight, but yeah, like 7 hours from now, like 7 or 8 hours from now, his as the time I'm recording this video, his Duncan Shrek trailer video will be out, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Good luck on your Duncan Shrek project, buddy. And, yeah, and the final thing in this video that's related to Shrek spoofs is a video idea that I've had in my head for at least a little bit now. And this involves my YouTube friend, The Return of the Fossa. The guy I'm best YouTube friends with, The Return of the Fossa. And yeah, I know he knows. And yeah, I wanted to guess. Like recently, I came up with this idea that I wanted to do a video of me guessing The Return of the Fossa's opinion on a certain Shrek spoof film project. And if I'm correct, this is like the first Shrek spoof film project on YouTube, and it's like probably the most popular and most well known one too. And it's House of Misfits' Simba Shrek project, which they have Simba from The Lion King as Shrek. And yeah, in case if I spoil too much, here's a spoiler alert. And yeah, in case if I spoil too much about this project, here's a spoiler alert. And yeah, there is a House of Misfits' Simba Shrek project, which was again, if I'm correct, probably if I'm correct, the first Shrek spoof film project on YouTube. Even though it's definitely not the first Shrek spoof video on YouTube ever, but we're like if we're talking about like Shrek spoof films, Shrek spoof movies on YouTube, then this one's definitely the first one. Yeah, and I know the Return of the Fossil knows about this project, and I do remember seeing him leave a chat message talking to Vanilla Rabbit Lover 2001 Productions Revival about it one time on a live stream. And yeah, it's a Simba Shrek project, and I wanted to guess the Return of the Fossil's opinion on the Simba Shrek project of theirs. Okay, so the Return of the Fossa. Let me guess your opinion on like probably the most popular Shrek spoof film project on YouTube. You don't think it's the worst Shrek spoof film on YouTube, but you don't consider it to be among your favorite style movies of YouTube either. Yeah, I can tell you definitely don't like this as much as as let's say House of Petra's Branch Shrek series or John Clancy's Percy Shrek series or my Shadow 2, not Vegeta 2, Shrek 2 style project, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you get my point. You wouldn't put this at the same level as your favorite Shrek style movies of YouTube or your favorite Toy Story style movies of YouTube. But there's still some stuff you enjoy from this project, like you still like how you have Simba from The Lion King as Shrek, and all the added dialogue, casting choices they did for this project and whatnot, and yeah, looking at how you're a fan of early Simpsons Fossa, I'm sure you also enjoy the Simpsons casting choices. The casting choices for the Simpsons from this Simba Shrek series of theirs, such as Reverend Lovejoy as the priest in Shrek One, and Homer and Marge themselves being King Harold and Queen Lillian, which I think is pretty funny. But yeah, the stuff that tones down this series for you is the My Little Pony stuff. Am I right? I bet I'm right. Because, yeah, if you couldn't already guess, the My Little Pony stuff is also what tones down the series for me, Fossa. Like, seriously, out of all the characters they could have picked for Donkey and Dragon, why did they go with Discord and Fluttershy for My Little Pony? Of all the characters, why? Come on. And I could tell, and I can tell this, yeah, and I could tell this project was not made by little girls, who again are the people who My Little Pony was made for. Yeah, that really tones down the series for me. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I don't like. That's why I don't enjoy watching this series as much as I do with a bunch of other Shrek spoof films off of YouTube. Because well, I wouldn't exactly say I hate the Simba Shrek series from theirs. No, no, I still like it, and I guess I do appreciate it for what it did, impacting us, impacting these Shrek spoof films off of YouTube, and I know it inspired more Shrek spoof films that would later come out on YouTube, and that's cool. And yeah, I'm sure it would definitely make a most iconic Shrek spoof films type of list. But would I put it on a best Shrek spoof films type of list? No, no. I've seen a bunch of much better Shrek spoof films off of YouTube. Yeah, that includes the Return of the Fossil's Woody Shrek style series. Not exactly that I hate the Simba Shrek series from theirs, but like the My Little Pony stuff like really tones it down for me. It really does. It really does. That overrated and overused show. But yeah, I'm not gonna go on another angry rant on My Little Pony. I'm not even gonna try and be angry or scream that much in this video since I'm recording this late at night, and my father's sleeping and all that stuff, and we have to be, I have to be quiet at this time of night. But yeah, you guys get the point. I'm sure you guys can already imagine that I'm not the biggest fan of Simba Shrek because of the My Little Pony side. I like Simba Shrek. I like the Lion King casting choices. I like the Simpsons casting choices. I like the and they seem to do a really good job with deciding on fitting casting choices for their spoof cast. Like I have also seen some of their Monsters Inc. project, and that was pretty cool. How they have the live action versions of Sonic and the Hulk as Mike and Sully. That's pretty cool. And I also like how they have that Ralphie dude they have as a part of their spoof team as a Woody for their Toy Story project, which they haven't continued in such a long time. I know. But yeah. I mean, I don't hate House of Misfits. I wouldn't exactly say I hate House of Misfits, even though I'm not the biggest fan of their spoof films from what I've seen of them. But I mean, like I guess I appreciate the amount of hard work they put into their videos, and their videos are put in really good quality too. And yeah, they do put a lot of hard work into their videos, but like the My Little Pony stuff in them really tones it down for me. But again, it's their videos. They can do what they want. They can do what they want with their videos. How the world works. When like if these guys try to control what I do with for my videos, right? Like imagine if these guys made me put My Little Pony in my new Shadow Shrek series instead of like let's say a certain series I actually love, like Dragon Ball or Sonic. Even though Sonic is the series that's getting the most focus in my new Shadow Shrek series, or like any of any of the four Cartoon Network originals they have in the series, like Ed and a regular show, the Amazing World of Gumball, and Adventure Time. Like how they feel. How would I feel if they try to control my spoof casts? Wouldn't like it one bit, huh? So yeah, shouldn't try to control theirs either. I'm sure they're just nice guys trying to enjoy their YouTube hobby with doing these spoofs and whatnot, and that's cool. Even though I'm not exactly the biggest fan of their videos, although I still like their videos though. I am subscribed to them just so you guys know, because I would like to know when they continue Simba 2 and like when they get more parts out of their Monsters Inc. project, because I'm pretty sure that project isn't finished yet. But yeah, I think I'm getting kind of sidetracked here, aren't I? But yeah, the Return of the Fossa, is that true? There's some things you like about Simba Shrek, but like the My Little Pony stuff really tones it down for you, just like it does with me. If Is that your opinion on it? If it is, then buddy, I would like for you to tell me in the comment section down below, because I would like to know. And I'd also like to know if you want to, you don't have to answer this question, but if you want to, you can also tell me in the comment section down below when you found this Simba Shrek project by House of Misfits. Yeah, I remember finding this project on late 2018, a bit before the Adventure Time finale came out, and there was that whole thing with me all of a sudden being crazy obsessed with Adventure Time. And it was one of the first Shrek spoof films I saw, and my first scene from it was the Weed Rat dinner scene. And yeah, where we get a nice dinner scene between Simba and the Selena, or wherever the heck the name of that live action character is they have as human Fiona. But yeah, Fossa, if I'm correct on what your opinion is on Simba Shrek, you can tell me in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's about it for the video. You guys got some Shrek spoof film news I wanted to share to you guys about me and another one of my YouTube friends, Mr. Bean Fan. And I also wanted to do an opinion. I also wanted to guess another one of the Return of the Fossils opinions. And yeah, I'm kind of dragging this video out at this point. I'm just gonna end it from here. Good night, you guys. Bye. Have a good weekend. Thank you all for watching this video.